Righto, just bear with me. Just gotta make me a cup of coffee and find my controller. Not like I live in a mansion. I don't know what I've done with that. Give me a sec. Ah, there we are. I actually put it away for once. Right, coffee, and then we'll get into it. Right, just put our little advert here for the bloody filming tutorial. Put it in the Twitch chat as well. Not that anyone really watches the Twitch chat, but that's fine. We do it for the love of the game first. Anything outside of that is secondary. Righto, let's boot this up, see how it wants to behave. I was having some issues last night, so I won't be surprised if that continues to be the case today. But that's alright too. Gonna keep a positive vibe today. Maybe turn the music down just a touch as well. There we are. I just have to change some settings as well. I did turn off crossplay, and I turned off the pedestrians and the traffic as well. For the sake of filming that tutorial, just so that way I could just get right into it yesterday. Just get stuck in and get it done. Geez, that music's banging though, isn't it? Or have I got my volume turned all the way up? There we go, it's a little better. Alright, so I guess we'll cruise around, just do some rip chip challenges today. Sort of just getting things ready, you know, we're winding down season 4. Wait for the Mayday, another feeling. So yeah, we're just sort of winding down season 4. 2 more weeks to go. Wow, 1 more week after this. It's Friday in New Zealand today, so just preparing for not spending any money next season. I may change my tune. I'll just be honest about that. We'll see what the pass has on offer. Oh, I had a feeling that was going to happen. Go for the dark slider. I got cocky. Try it again, eh? Oh, I missed it completely that time. Oh, come on. I was going to take the easy way out on this one. That's what I was doing yesterday on that video too, the old kickflip in, blunt slide to bigger spin out. You'd love to see it, eh? Tell you what though, this game very nearly did get me to spend some money. Oh, is it gone now already? Surely not. Yes, we do really like that. Now I got $8 in my Steam account. But that's not enough for the SVB to spend on this. But that hat is pretty stylish, I'm not going to lie. As well as the Thunder trucks, we don't hate those. Oh, and it's official too. I have achieved whale status. I'd like to say it's through my playing of the game, but I have bought my fair share of stuff as well. So we are now 30,000 in the rip score. 10 out of 10 in all neighborhoods, and we even got the bloody card just to own our shame with itchy teeth. So it is what it is, man. There's no hiding it now. That's alright, we stand by it here. You know, if you've done something, you put your hand up and own it. So there's no getting away from it this time. So yeah, I've very nearly finished making the Deep Cover Gecko Discord server. Just got a few more things just to sort out. So there we'll have all of the streams, like the stream notifications when I go online. People interested in that. Obviously any of this stuff you'll be able to mute if you so choose and just want to hang out, that's cool too. But yeah, and I have all the episodes from all the streams I do for all the games, from this to Project Zomboid, Vampire Survivors, Skyrim, you know, just whatever, man, you're gonna go in there. I'll eventually be plugging my merch in there too, for the heavy metal project, as well as oh, okay, that's unusual. For mine and my mate's heavy metal project, as well as all the various Gecko merchandise, including skateboard wax, t-shirts and stickers. Might see about a range of bloody bobbleheads and keychains and that sort of rubbish as well, if that's what you're into. Just a little fun little side hustle for me, just give me something to do, and yeah, we'll throw around some competitions so you can win some of that stuff as well, so you don't even have to worry about buying it if you don't want to, being the chance to win it. I'll hustle up my music, my various EDM projects as well. The old DJ Gecko, formerly known as DJ Cannibal. And just a general spot for people of the community to hang out. You know, it's not going to be like a super hardcore endeavor. Should be a bit of fun though. I'm looking forward to it. Just getting the last sort of things together for that. Get a couple of moderators together just to make sure that things don't get too out of hand. You know, I'm pretty cruisy, but we do have a couple of standards, so very soon start plugging that as well. But as for skate, I don't know what happened there. Jeez, what catastrophic. But as for skate, I am interested to see, obviously, you know, I've made no secret about the fact that game time sort of dipped a bit. And I have recently got everything in this pass as well. You know, full disclosure, I did use some SVB for ticks, so I could unlock the very last page. So that way I could get, you know, the Cyber Sigil and that Cyber Sigil deck decal and the sticker as well. I did like those, to be fair, still do. And And I did have enough ticks from helping out people do OTLs and that sort of thing, where it's like, well, it's going to spend it on these ridiculous gold and silver shoes anyway, so, oh well. So be it. So I just did myself a favor and just bought them anyway. It's going to do it anyway for me, whether I like it or not, so it was done. But yeah, as for Season 5, a few things we're hoping to see, just personally, is a bit more life in the world. By that I mean more variation in the NPCs. Yeah, I don't mind if they're dressed all goofy, it's a video game after all. We're not after hyper-realism here. Is that more ticks, is it? No, yeah, no, we're not really too worried about those. I'll do it anyway though, bugger it. Something to do. Not exactly super difficult, this one. I would like to see a bit more, like maybe another area released, although I'm not holding my breath for that one. Obviously as well, actually, come to think of it, we also have the winners, the new announced winner of the deck design. After a little bit of controversy, which, if we're being honest, you know, is not uncommon with anything these days. That's not exclusive to this game or the relevant companies. But yeah, we had Veronica get the win in for the Grombies deck. Absolutely fantastic news. I personally hit up Ronnie and made no secret in saying that I do believe that they should have won in the first place, and everybody else should have been battling for second. That's obviously just an opinion. You know, it's not to be taken as exactly the way it should have been done. But in my opinion, that's exactly how it should have been done. What do we want? I'm not even paying attention here. Blunt slide or nose blunt, and then crooked. Oh, okay. Yeah, so unfortunately, you know, the one who did win, you know, which was, you know, I like the deck design itself, to be fair, even though I was biased towards Ronnie's Grombies deck. You know, unfortunately for them, they decided to use AI to finish up the well, not finish up, but to touch up their design. I don't know what possessed them to do that, because unfortunately that disqualified them and Ronnie got in. So no hate on that person for, you know, for the way that they went about that, because the original design was done organically. They just made an error of judgment at the finish line. There could happen to anybody, to be honest. You know, and I'm not assuming any malice for that, because they showed all their working up until that point as well. So just a mistake, good old-fashioned mistake. But with that means that we get the Grombies in game, so I 100% will be sticking around for that. That's a good crowd pleaser. And Ronnie also gets the deck made custom in real life as well and sent to them, which is just absolutely phenomenal. You know, that's very, very cool. I'd personally pay for that deck and chuck it up on the wall in real life. And in fact, may ask Ronnie's permission to have it made over here in New Zealand, if I may use the artwork. So if you can't tell, big glaze on Ronnie today. Super glaze, well earned, not even sorry. Now we also have, in session as well, we also have, oh, that's good enough for me. Like, I don't need to do any more than that. Yeah, also in the House of the Gecko server, which will be separate from the Deep Cover Gecko server, different intentions for those. But in the House of the Gecko server, Ancient Depths, one of our long-standing members and contributors, has made a series of 3 decks, Thought G colored decks. that I am very, very fond of. He made two of them, one blue and one green. And old Kino, who's featured in the session streams, said, well, you know what would go great is a bloody orange one to go with them. And I tend to agree. So Dep's made an orange one as well, so those will be imported into session today. And I may stream session a bit later on as well. So yeah, man, like, you know, what can I say? You know, we've got things moving and shaking, things going on. You know, it's becoming a happening little scene around here, which is nice. It's cool. You know, something to do. If you had told me, you know, 5-10 years ago that I'd be spending my time in the online scene, you know, making videos, starting up a little community and, you know, participating in that way, I honestly wouldn't have believed you. You know, it really wasn't my cup of tea, but it is funny how things change as time goes on, eh? You never, just goes to show you never quite know what you're going to be doing as time goes. You make all the plans in the world. And life has a way of saying, no, well, that's not actually what you need to be doing. This is what you need to be doing. But it's cool, man. You know, even as my studies wind up at the end of next year, it's always that bloody one. Even as my studies wind down at the end of next year and I go out and start my career, hopefully in health and safety, you know, I'll still be doing this. You know, it's a good hobby. You know, the House of the Gecko will continue, the Deep Cover Gecko YouTube channel and related media will continue. And in fact, I actually only intend on expanding upon it. It's turned into quite a fun little personal brand, to be honest. So I guess we'll see how we go. Oh, look, I always have a major skill issue on this hubber here. Got him that time, though. Little Ollie North out, eh? How's the coffee doing? Is that still threatening to burn my lips off? No, that's right. We can start working on that. Very good. Yeah, so what else is going on? You know, not really much else. I see Roanoke Tales, who's either Roanoke Gaming or Roanoke Tales, one of my favorite YouTubers outside of gaming. To tell you the truth, I don't think I've ever seen his gaming content outside talking about lore for Dead Space, I think it was. But yeah, he's got a video, quite an interesting one, about a cult surrounding the CERN program, which, if you're not sure, is a Hadron Collider, and there's all sorts of mystique, urban legends, conspiracy theories, and misinformation around that. So that'll be a good one, man. I like his commentary. You know, I like his style. Been watching a lot of Reggie lately as well, and quite a fair bit of Let's Game It Out. You know, very different to my own personal style, but I got a lot of time for that absolutely maniacal energy that they bring to their videos. Yeah, very, very funny guys. It's always a bit of a treat when they drop a video. And I guess we'll be saying, if not already, I know I checked this morning, yeah, for the video thumbnail. So I guess we'll be saying goodbye to the to what is it, the bloody stadium setup soon. Unfortunately, that's going to revert back. Well, not that anything's been said about it, but we'll likely revert back to the old layout. If not on this reset, on the next one. Jeez, I don't know how I got away with that. Usually drop a QDO there so we can just ollie that in one go, that last little gap, but Do a little gardening on the way out this time. And I'm also still interested to see who has the most rip chip score in the world too. I'd be very interested to see that. I have a feeling it's over 1 million. I don't know why. I've just got a feeling. And here's a bit of a blast. I haven't seen Tyler around for a while. I better let him know that I'm streaming though. It's only fair. What's Tyler come as? I better DM and let him know that I'm streaming just in case he plans on misbehaving too much. Here you go, just let him know that I'm streaming. Bloody Tyler Rowe. He's gonna get kickflipped though, as is tradition. Oh, I didn't get that one right. Oh no, what happened? Where are we? Got you now, Tyler. Got him. Haven't done one of these in a wee while, actually. Haven't managed to get, especially Tyler. I haven't been able to get Tyler with this for a while. We haven't gained in a bit. Just set that field of view up a little bit and get everything in frame. Boom. It's being a bit inappropriate in the DMs. We love to see it. Now we'll just bring this up. And I'll just send him the picture. So, now I'm assuming we're not unique in this, but quite often if someone is caught lacking, as in they are AFK and lying down, you've left yourself in prime. You've left yourself in prime positioning for a kickflip. I've just been made aware that Tyler's watching this now, so he knows good and well that he's being kickflipped. Right, drop those. I'm not going to show you guys publicly on the, our Discord and all that sort of carry on, but there you are, Tyler, mate. If you're listening to this, you've been flipped, mate. Such is the law. But yeah, looking fly, mate. Looking fly. I guess I have a bit of a free skate muck around though. Might as well for a bit. What do we want to do? Do we want to set up a little QDO around here maybe? Not sure, eh? And tell you what, you got your swimsuit on. We better go skate by the beach, eh? It only makes sense. Oh, mate. Splinters. Yeah, I think that's a... Yeah, he's just telling me I'm delayed. Yeah, there is a 10, 20 second delay. Couldn't tell you why. Yeah, that might have to be a something that I'll look into later. Trying to find out why there's a delay in the stream. It's not something I've worried about terribly, and I've only had one person get upset with me. Why aren't you reading your comments? And it's like, well, I am reading my comments, mate. I'm old. I haven't figured out the bloody, well, 37, I'm not that old, but I'm uncle status on the internet, so if I haven't replied straight away, or if there's a delay, it's more than likely because I haven't figured out how to switch that over or fix that yet. But no, good to see you, Tyler, mate, if you're listening. Been a while since we've had a boogie. I was just telling the people, maybe all 7 people that are watching this time of the day, but it's telling the people about the new filming tutorial, you know, Ronnie winning the Gromby's deck. Well, not winning the Gromby's deck, but winning the deck entry, which I was a personal advocate for. And yeah, just a few things going on, you know, starting up a Discord around my channel, hustle up some merch, all that sort of carry on, all that good stuff coming along. So that's about caught up on what's going on, mate. I hope you've been well. Haven't seen you for a while. I'm hoping to see a new Peach Pushers video come out soon as well. It's been a while since I've seen Jin put something out, so it'll be sick to see. Make sure you guys let me know when it is. I always like the Peach Pushers videos. They are legitimately really good. Let me just quick. He's just telling me he hasn't put together a new video yet for the Peach Pushers, which is a great name, by the way. I've always really liked the name, just quietly. You know, I try to keep it reasonably family friendly around here, reasonably all ages, but you know, I do stuff up from time to time. I'm only human, and that shit is legitimately quite fun. So, great name, and great videos too. You know, undeniably great videos. So just saying that Jin's wanting to make another one, so that'll be sick. Please make sure you guys, when it's all done and dusted, let me know when it's done, because I'm always keen to check those out. I think I might hit this little wave here, this little wavy ledge for a bit, mate. I'm liking the looks of that. Haven't done anything on this one before. Oh. Did I, no, you probably don't know, Tyler, I'm officially a whale now, mate. I'm officially at 30,000 rip score. And you and I both know it's not from just playing the game, unfortunately. I have to admit that, yeah, that I have been a paid player. That's since stopped, but doesn't take away from the fact. $30,000 rip score, oh, what an absolute whale. You're trying to put me into a wally trying to come up here, that's interesting. Yeah, you're all good, mate. I'll just chat to you on the, I've got OBS here and our DM, so what I'll do is I'll just put up OBS and I'll just chat away to you, and I'll check over on the side from time to time. But yeah, mate, it's finally official. It was always going to happen. And now I just have to own my shame. There's no escaping it. Yep, almost accidentally clicked on the Minecraft icon to start that up. I was thinking about playing more Minecraft, maybe streaming it. You know, I did try a little video series on it, but no one was very interested. And Minecraft is one of those games where you sort of, I mean, I'm in my 30s, my late 30s, mate, like, it's only going to keep us interested for so long. No hate on Minecraft, I played a ton of it back in the day, but, yeah. And maybe if we had more people to play with, it might be a bit more interesting. We're going to try here, we're going to try Nolly Tray. Get enough height. Getting up there. Yeah, we'll try Nolly Tray. The Dark Slide. Yeah, I've still got the game. What's up, Slippy? I've still got the game installed. So, you know, it's entirely a possibility. Some of the other guys, like Kino and a couple of the other guys, you know, they've expressed some interest. We did trial the server, just like a locally hosted server with one of the guys, and it didn't take me and one of the other guys in the game. It did not take us very long at all. While Kino was off doing stuff to start misbehaving. A little bit of light trolling between the boys. Which obviously makes for good content. Busted out the lappy. I'm not quite sure what that means, mate. That was pretty smooth. Oh, Tyler, we might move on a bit, eh? Let's go and hit the X Games setup outside for a bit. It's the best it's ever been, and it probably won't be around much longer. Not quite enough speed to get that. But Slippy, we've also got lovely, we like that. We've also got some Project Zomboid streams in the making as well. I have been streaming a bit of that, and a couple of the guys are very keen to play on a server playing that as well, so every chance we're going to start that up possibly next weekend to coincide with the American weekend. Considering most of my viewership is in the States, it only makes sense, right? That's a hard one to get. Start a spot battle. Yeah, go on there, mate. We can do that. I have a feeling that that I'm not going to do particularly well. But let's do a spot battle, eh? There it is over there. You got it, Tyler. Let's get after it. We'll let it roll and see who else gets up, eh? I have a feeling, now I'm not saying nothing, but I have a feeling we're going to see your name on the high scoreboard very shortly. How did that look? Oh, I can't enter the replay because we've started up a task. That's all right. Oh, brutal. Let's try and get a nice clean slide up here, right? That's not it. That's death to the shins. Why not have quite enough ollie speed, ollie height to get up there? That doesn't look like it, does it? Looks like it's just going to be us two, Tyler. No one else is keen. To be fair, though, it's probably a ridiculous time in the States right now. Like in New Zealand, it's 20 to 10 in the morning. I'm over a month ahead on my studies, so I thought, oh, we'll just get some other stuff done today, some internet-related stuff. But yeah, it's just going to be us two by the looks of it, mate. Oh, let's get into it, eh? Oh, I just left it, Tyler. Oh, for goodness sake. Pressed the wrong button, man. Hang on. Let me start it again. Bloody old people, eh? Alright, man, go for it. Sign up again. My bad. Alright, let's go. Let's just get into it before I stuff it up again. Alright, my turn, is it? No. Whose turn? My turn. Alright, let's go. Oh, not what I meant to do. Rubbish. Absolute rubbish. Oh man, robbed. Absolutely robbed, mate. That's right. You'll get it on the next one. A 360 backflip airwalk, mate. Like, I'd expect to see a bit more out of that, than 650 odd points. Jeez, mate, we're gonna have to redo this one. Come on, man, we're representing the House of the Gecko and Peach Bushes right now. Ah. Go on, mate, don't let me win like this. Alright, you and I both know that we can do better than that, so... What's he got to say? Yeah, I don't know what happened either, man. Alright, let's give that another go, oh. That was an appalling, an appalling turnout. We're both capable of much better. 15 seconds, that's pretty tight though, oh. There's not a lot of room. Oh, we got another player on too. Now, I haven't done, you know, a lot of these. Oh, what? There was no problem with that last time. Doing a foot plant off the X. I've never actually witnessed someone do the exploits in this. I think I skipped through a Milky Stream once and just saw a little bit of one. Hey, that was pretty tight. I like that. That's a bit better, right? Far out, eh? I keep going for these high-risk moves, like that foot plant on the X, you know, that's what I want. I'll pull it on the next one. I want a flip to foot plant on the X, a 360 airwalk backflip, and then I'll take whatever else I can get after that. That's nice, we don't hate that. That was pretty good. Right, I'm going to persist on this kickflip to boneless. I'm not going to get it. We got some points on the board. I mean, that's hardly anything to get too excited about. I don't know what the brother was attempting there. Not left yourself a lot of room for that Christ there. Oh, far out, eh? You just don't quite get enough speed to get up over there. Nah, fair play to you, Tyler. That was a good run. That was a good run, mate. I reckon it's the bathing suit makes you go faster. Imagine how much faster you go if you were bald, mate. You'd be screaming. Let's see if I can hit this bloody thing again, eh? Yeah, okay, so for some reason, let's just test it with just an ollie. I think it's because I came down on it then. Yeah, that was never going to work, was it? Yeah, it keeps pushing me off to the side, so let's aim for that side. A bit more speed than that gecko, come on. Yeah, nah, it's not working out. That's alright. Oh, for goodness sake. I don't know if you're ever making that jump over. That's one thing they've always struggled with in this game. It was placing obstacles for like ramp gaps properly like that. Perfect. Love that. That, on the other hand, does not work. Geez, we had a fair bit of rain here last night. I woke up this morning about 5:30, busting for a wee. I was like, oh, time to get up, time for old man weeds, get the day started. And I felt my cat down by my legs, and I was like, oh, okay, give the cat a pat, you know, morning puss cat. Well, bugger me, he was drenched, dude. Like, I've never seen him that wet before. Like, when he was a kitten, he used to like to sit in the, sit in the puddle. You know, he'd go outside and sit in a puddle in the rain. It was really strange to watch. Now he can't stand it now that he's older. But yeah, dude, he got the towel. I just seen your comment there, Tyler. Yeah, man, like the 360 airwalk backflip, dude, that's like, as soon as I learned it, that's become one of my go-tos. Okay, it just looks so cool, dude. I'll try a... No. Keep doing the cross there because it's a timing issue, so I think you just gotta... Yeah, so I'm doing it too soon. No? Why am I having an issue with the airwalks all of a sudden? Just get that off our chest. How did you get on the block parties, Tyler? Did you have a good time mucking around with those? I think I only ever did a couple. I did one full block party down by the beach, and then I just tried a couple of the levels, and I tried to see if the like the first time I tried, I thought, oh, I'll see if the dark pop glitch works, and sure enough it did. So I thought, oh, it's, you know, I can chain together those combos with sort of like relative consistency, so I thought, oh, that's not really fair. That's interesting. Yeah, it's just not quite high enough to get that. Yeah, that's fair enough. I think the general consensus for the block parties was that people weren't terribly fussed on them. Like, that being said, it was good to at least get something, like something new that involves the whole community. You know, like the idea itself, I didn't hate at all. You know, we can't sit here and get upset we don't ever get any, you know, there's no community content, rather. And then they make an effort on something which wasn't, you know, as an idea, it wasn't terrible at all. Oh, finally made that ollie over. But yeah, it wasn't really for me either, mate, to be honest. But that being said, I've actually been playing a lot of Session recently. I don't know if you ever played that, Tyler, but a Session. That's got a multiplayer mod now, so me and Kino have been playing a bit of that. He's run me through some of the mods as well, how to put those in, and I started making a few clips for that now as well. So it's good. Just, I mean, obviously I still love skateboarding itself. You know, absolutely in love with skateboarding, but you've got to mix it up a little bit, eh? And each game gives you something a bit different. You know, both have their pluses and their minuses. Played Session for 5 minutes. Yeah, I played it for a couple of hours when I first got it, and it was like, it just didn't really click, eh? But it just has started to click now. You know, I'm starting to get the hang of it. I'm not playing with like manual catch or anything like that. I don't know, I just don't feel like being that sweaty about it. Plus, you know, with the new modding scene being, you know, coming back to life again, it might get a change up, so we'll see how we go. Oh, that was cool. I like that. If it didn't land there, that would have been tight. Oop. Oh, camera's having a skill issue. Hang on. Too bad it just doesn't look very good, eh? But still pretty sick though. But yeah, so a little bit of Skater XL. I reinstalled Skate Style as well. Apparently there's some, I don't know, I don't think it's an update, but there's some more information or something coming out about that as well. But I mostly installed Skate Style as well, so I could put Veronica's deck in there as well. I don't know if you heard, Tyler, but I was glazing the hell out of the Gromby's deck. You know, that was easily, you know, I made no secret about that being what I, in my opinion, what I thought should have won, to be fair, outright, and everybody else fighting for the second. Like, there were some really cool designs in there. But honestly, you just see like the theme, the level of detail, the creativity. the time it took Ronnie to make it, just phenomenal, mate. So just super stoked that they got that deck made it into the game, and they're going to have it made for them. It's just absolutely phenomenal. And I actually hit Ronnie up when I found out that they hadn't won. I said, look, mate, that's a zombie dick. Grumpy dick. That's probably me accent letting me down, mate. But yeah, I kind of lost my train of thought there. That was funny. But yeah, I actually hit Ronnie up when I found out that they didn't win, and I was like, look, mate, like, in my opinion, you won that fair and square. And as good as everyone, like a lot of other decks were, they should have been fighting for second and third. And then I actually hit Ronnie up, and I was like, hey, mate, do you mind if I pinch your deck art and set up? I can hear you laughing now, Tyler, with that. But every time I say deck, but can I pinch your deck art and import the game, import the deck into like session and skate style? And Ronnie was all about it, being a good sport. And so I just want to shout out the deck. I still want to use it. I want my Grombies, but I've always been a massive fan of zombies and zombie survival stuff. So that was right up my alley. And Ronnie said, yeah, go for it. So I'm actually, yeah, I can see, I knew that was coming, dude. I knew that was coming. But yeah, then I'll see if I can get, there's a company in New Zealand that prints onto decks, D-E-C-K-S, mate, decks, prints onto decks. And I'll see if they can, if Ronnie's cool with me getting one printed for myself, because yeah, it's absolutely sick. I don't imagine they'll have a problem with it, but yeah, like I was saying before, Tyler, I don't know if you caught it, but full glaze to Ronnie, full glaze to the Grombies. Not even sorry about it. Completely biased. Where'd everybody go, Tyler? Everybody's hiding. What is the time in the States, though? It's got to be like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, or what? Oh, maybe closer to midnight, something like that, depending on what state you're in. Oh, 6 p.m. Oh, okay, righto. It's funny, yeah, because like... Oh, I'm 3 p.m. there. Oh, okay, righto. Oh, that makes sense. Oh, it's not as late as I thought. Not even close. But that makes sense, though. That's why, people would be, because Thursday over there for you guys. It's funny, yeah, because, like, as far as, well, in New Zealand anyway, at least my perspective, like, America's one country, right? Multiple states, very different ways of doing things in between states, but one country. So when you have different time zones across the same country, like New Zealand has one, but it's like 7, it's not even 7 minutes, dude. It's like a couple of minutes between the most northern part and like I don't know, I think there's some Mad Max style outpost at the very bottom of the country near Antarctica. So there's like a couple of minutes difference, 3 minutes difference or something. It's negligible. But you got like states, between states and states, it's hours and hours, mate. Australia is similar. But it just goes to show just how big the country really is. See if we can see what you're doing here. Let's see if we can shoot the board through on a hippie jump though. I don't think we're going to get a hippie flip through that. No chance. Maybe a hippie late flip. Or a big lazy kick flip. Oh, maybe. Nah, no chance getting a hippie flip through there. Let's try a hippie jump though, see if we can't get the board through. Yeah, like I said, mate, New Zealand's only one time zone. Like I said, there might be a couple of minutes difference between us and like the most southern part, and I don't think it's actually attached to the South Island because New Zealand's 2 main islands and a third little one that's mostly a like a conservation reserve. But yeah, like we are not a large country, mate, landmass wise. I don't think we're getting our board anywhere near through that, do we? Like, not even close. No, I need a bit more speed than that in order to get that. Holy hell, Tyler, you won't believe it, mate. I posted that tutorial video, that filming tutorial on Reddit, mate, on realistic skate, EA skate and low sodium. And we're not going to go into what Reddit can be like, everybody knows. And bugger me if we haven't actually got some positive interactions. And like some like positive contributions to the comment section. Just goes to show, you never can tell. How did that make it through? That's a tough one to get. Oh, cheers, mate. Yeah, I mean, you guys have been playing the game for a long time. Like, you know, I've seen the quality of your videos. There's not much. Like, I don't expect anyone I know to actually watch those videos. And B, like, you guys have been playing for such as long a time, if not longer than I have as well. Like, you know good and well what makes a good clip and what doesn't, and you have your own styles as well. So it was mostly like a couple of me stream viewers asked me, and I gave one guy a live lesson as well, just on how to tidy up your filming, just sort of what separates like a good clip from a better clip. And not that I'm the best, the best in the world at all. And yeah, a couple of me streamers asked for a video on it, so it took me about 12-14 hours all up making those videos. Takes a minute. Oh, we got the board through, Tyler. It didn't follow us, but we got the board through. Yeah, so it took me, to be fair, it took me ages to do. But But yeah, got it done. Sent it up for the people, so you know, when your audience asks you for something like that, then you just do it, mate. You know, all that community, good community stuff. Like I said, there's nothing in there. I don't think that would be of much value to the likes of like you and Lamp and Jin and Hungry. You know, like you guys have been playing and filming for ages, dude. I think most of you guys have been playing the game longer than I have as well. You know, I only started at the end of season 1. I think like the last few weeks of season 1. Oh, mate. Full disclosure, I was just taking a puff of my vape when I checked you. I flicked over from OBS to check your DM, and those photos, dude. Dude, that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. You've got your own style, man. You don't need to watch my videos, dude. You already know exactly what you're looking for. That's funny, dude. Oh dear. I'm gonna try and get a forward flip stuck in there. It's pretty funny. I don't know if it's gonna happen. Let's give it a go though. Ah, that's what I want. Oh, the old fumble thumbs over here. Developer 6534 just asked me if I'm up. What does that even mean? What does that even mean, developer 6354? And why would you place the ramp right there, mate? I thought that was Billy for a second then from the Piss Gang server, from the PG server. Another fellow Kiwi, but no, it's not. Yeah, you're all good, mate. I'm actually going to take off very shortly, Tyler, mate. I'm just going to give this another couple of goes. In fact, I'll tell you what, I'll wait for you to come back. I don't know if you're listening, so I'll wait for you to come back and then I'll see you off, mate. Well, there goes the wind. Don't know if you guys heard that, but it's throwing me plastic watering can around. Probably reminding me, like, hey, mate, you know I exist. You should probably water your plants from time to time, mate. As much as I love nature, I'm shocking at watering pot plants. Oh, right. I'll keep trying this for a bit, man, and then yeah, I'll see you off when I'm finished. I'm going to take off and got a House of the Gecko video to work on. And then get into a bit of maybe session streaming or something like that again today as well. Yeah, I'll wait for you, man. I'll wait for you. I'll see if I can't get this first. They might make a good pick, actually. Yeah, it's decent. Yeah, it's decent. Sweet as, Tyler, mate. I'm just going to send you these as well. I'll tell you what, we'll give this one a go, eh? Now, as much as I don't like... Well, I don't need ticks. Oh, sick. Got it in one. Clean as, too. Yeah, as much as I'm not too worried about the ticks. It's a challenge. Oh, and Jin's joined too. What's up, Jin? I haven't seen the brother Jin for a while. Sick, we got ourselves a little PG and PP bloody invasion going on here. Yeah, what's up, Jin? Rocking that stash too, I love it, bro. Love it. Hey, so we got Thought G, PG, and PP in the house, dude. Bringing 3 houses together. C Dollar, what's up, man? Favorite spot. I really like the between, you know, that water gap between Goldcrest and the Goldcrest Community Park, between the two pairs. I like to set up QDOs there and sesh that. I do quite like the street park in the stadium, but I've refused to get too attached to it. I've had a halfway decent jam on it, but I refuse to get too attached to it just because we know that it's not going to last forever. What else? I don't know, man. Like, there are some really good spots, eh? I'm just trying to think of spots that I always come back to. I like the volcano up here as well. We'll go for a look up here. I like trying to hit, what are they, like dark slides all around the volcano. Give that a go right here, right? Yeah, C Dollar, I don't blame you, mate, for getting attached to that park. Like, it was pretty good, man. Like, I think you still got a week of it left though, so you know, at least you get to, you know, well, season 5 ends in essentially 2 weeks, so you know, go out, get your spot battles, make the most of it, man. Excuse me. It's like anything in life, you know, nothing lasts forever. No, the only assists I use in my settings, C Dollar, is, let's go through them, eh? So I use the vert pump when I was doing a lot of stuff in the stadium. Whenever, like, I sort of fluctuate. I go between using vert pump assist and not, depending on the challenges and stuff. And you know, the pumping in this can be very finicky. They need to widen the window for pumping in this. Always go allowed forward height at the highest. Friendlier wipeout thresholds, I'll leave that on. The game's glitchy enough as it is without making that harder. Auto correct off. Catch assist off. Yeah, basically everything else off. Except for automatic rebirths, because they look cool. That's purely for style. But yeah, no grind assist, nothing like that, man. Like, that's why you'll see, like when I'm trying to do a slide, you know, when I'm trying to get that slide on this, why it doesn't magnetize to it. The game's still going to magnetize a little bit, but there's nothing that I can do about that. But the reason why I don't use any grind assist is because I'm a big fan of mani tech. So for example, if I want to come up here and I want to pop a mani up on this ledge up here, if I didn't have the grind assist turned off, that would have magnetized me straight to the ledge edge. Or sometimes you've got mani pads in between, like a real thin one in between two rails or something. And that's, you know, that can be problematic for trying to get really sick mani tech. I really like this car park as well. It reminds me of places we used to skate with one of the bros on a Sunday. Always looking for a bank out in the wild to practice tricks on. Love banks, easily my favorite obstacle. Because you can do cool stuff on them. Not that I'm the best skater, but you can do cool stuff on them at pretty much zero risk to your personal health and safety. Why is it saying that these guys are all the way over there? I don't know what's going on with this game sometimes. Oh, I tell you what, man, that pop-up spot for Go Skate Week on the bridge, I know everybody says it, man, but I agree. Like, there's a reason why the community will agree that they should have left that spot in there. Like, it had there's absolutely zero benefit in leaving and taking it away, and all the more reason to leave it there because it promoted community engagement. The community were actually happy with that spot. You know, they would have had their own plans, what they wanted to do, but at times, when it comes to management and community stuff, sometimes you have to put your plans on hold or adjust your plans for what the overwhelming majority of the community want. It's just the way it goes, but they missed that. Season 5. I was saying earlier, I hope to see some more diversity in the NPCs. You know, quite often seeing 3 or 4 of the exact same clones in the same place at a time. So I'd like to see a bit more variation there. Tricks, I mean, I don't know what else they're really going to be able to put in outside of, I'm not sure, yeah, but maybe some tweaks on transitions, make transition skating just that little bit better again, you know, widen the pump window, make that so that people have a better time using that. I do want to see a new area open up, but at the same time, I kind of don't. We all know the game by now, and that's never going to change. You know, it'll be premium access only, and then it'll end up being, a matter of, it'll be premium access only, and then after a month or two, then it'll be general access for rip chips. You know, like, we just know that game. But I am hoping to see an expanded, perhaps suburbs, more industrial area. Yeah, so a lot of that stuff, because of how corporatized the world is now, and how corporatized, you know, this is a corporate product, mate. You know, it's a skateboarding game to us. But at the end of the day, it is a corporate product that someone is trying to use as an asset to their business. So things like overt violence, major sexual themes, all that sort of thing, it's just not going to happen, mate, because it's not how they, you know, I call it the shotgun and the chicken coop strategy, where they just blast as much, like, everybody, you know, like wide range for everybody. You know, trying to target as many people as they can. You know, that's not going to work. I personally think they should have just focused on this core skateboarding demographic and video game demographic, but it's not my place to say. You know, it's not my business to run, and at the end of the day, it's their product. They can do with it what they will. I would also like to see, we're not going to, but I would like to see some news on Creator Park and private servers. Although with the completion of the Saudi Arabian acquisition, the future of the game, you know, is reasonably uncertain. You know, it's completely a business transaction for them, and you know, it's not FIFA, it's not Madden, it's not the UFC games, so it's not a huge. I don't imagine this would be as big an interest, especially financial interest to them. But I don't want to see the game die, I just want to see it improve. I'm also hoping to see some UI fixes, some performance tweaks, as they're always going to do, but you know, I have heard rumors about vibe coding, and they keep changing the coders as well, so that's not going to help anybody, is it? You know, it's like being an electrician and someone's already halfway wired up a house, left the job, and now you got to go pick up where they left off. It's got to be a nightmare, mate. I couldn't imagine this being very easy at all. But so far, this is the best overall package. Close second would have to be Skater XL, simply because it has grabs, which is why Session is not second, because it has no grabs. I think we've all universally agreed there is some AI use in the art in this game. You know, and major corporations have said as much. You know, because they're bottom line people. They have investors that demand returns on their investment. There used to be that when you invest in something, I mean, we're seeing it in GTA 6 now. You know, the changes that have happened there. Some of the drama that's coming through. I'm not personally invested in GTA 6 at all, but you know, we are seeing some of that now where, you know, investors want their money and a good return on their money because it's been expected. You know, it used to be that when you invested in something, you understood the risk that came with it, that you might lose your money, and that it was the responsibility of the company or the individuals that you invested in to provide as best they can a return on that investment. But there was some risk assumed. Now there still is, but now the culture seems to have shifted where it's almost expected that they will get their money now at the cost of anything else. And I do believe that comes back to, you know, the mental illness of wealth, you know, which we're seeing a lot of these days. People becoming vastly out of touch and losing sense of general humanity for the sake of profit, which has always been the way, but this is probably the grandest scale it's ever been on in modern history, at least. I'd like to see more tattoo placement as well. I'd also like to see stickers being able to be placed almost anywhere on the board. New meshes for clothes, that would be sick. I'm not expecting to see board wear and tear, simply because of how... Oh, see you later, Jim. Good little sesh, mate. But yeah, simply because of how corporate the game is, it's not in... Excuse me, fire up. With how corporate the game is, people don't understand now. Like the corporates don't understand the culture where like ripping up your clothes and like getting dirt on them and scratching up your board and all that sort of thing was all a sign in the skateboarding culture, all a sign of time served and how much, you know, it was a badge of honor, essentially a rite of passage. All corporate sees is our brand needs to be represented as best as possible at all times, and that's not through wear and tear. The modern way is clean, sharp lines, everything's clean, everything's perfect all the time, and it's just counter to the way that life works, isn't it? But you watch, mate, you know, it's only a phase. Once things stop making money, that's when they, like we've seen it in the, you know, the ultra liberal application through the arts and unnecessary politicizing of media, like entertainment products. And I'm not a political dude, not really, mind you. If anything, I'm sort of, you know, if I have to use American terminology, it'll be I'm conservative about some shit, I'm very liberal about others, and I'm on the middle with other things, you know what I mean? And for a lot of it, I just don't give a shit. But yeah, we're seeing that now, especially like we'll take Marvel for example, where a lot of the a lot of that ultra liberal stuff, where it's like you can have those stories and you can do that, but you don't need to rub it in people's faces and try to talk down to people through your entertainment. You've forgotten the key word there is entertainment. People aren't entertained. Well, that stopped making money. Disney's found the same thing. That whole thing isn't making any money. These are not moralistic, like soapbox people you're talking about here, that run these companies. These are business people. If it stops making money, if it's no longer a trend, it's going to stop. And no amount of whinging or crying is ever going to stop that. This is money. This is business. So, eventually, hopefully it comes back right again and people, they get a bit more target focus on the project, which is all I've ever wanted, just focus on it. I don't want to see, I don't want to see soccer or football or American football, or I don't want to see all this random stuff. I want everything to be skateboard focused. So just tighten up, focus on skateboarding. The demographic is what it is. You've tried to appeal to everybody, that's fine. That is what it is, it's not going to change. I just want to see more project focus now. This is a skateboarding game, it's about skateboarding. So yeah, I guess we'll see. Time will tell. Most looking forward to getting the Grombies deck. I don't hate parkour, man, to be honest. Like, I'm glad it's not a feature of the parks anymore. That was a big miss. But I like the freedom of movement. I like being able to get off the board. I did a tiny little bit of parkour. I'm going to sound like a hipster, but, in the very early 2000s when I first started underage drinking and running around on the streets with mates. We lived around beaches and in the suburbs, like small suburban towns. There was a few of them, you just go from coast to coast. And we used to do a little bit of like parkour, or every now and again you'd have to run away from, guys that came from other towns. You'd be out walking by yourself and, 3-4 dudes try to beat you up. So you just quickly jump out, jump up a tree or jump a fence to the graveyard in the middle of the night. No one's following you in there. So, so I do have some fond memories for parkour. I don't think it should be a focus, but as an addition to the game, I personally don't see a problem with it. I like the verticality, climbing to random spots. It does make for some funny clips and interactions, so, I can't say I hate it. I'm just saying goodbye to Tyler. Just seeing that I've got a message. Messages don't pop up when I'm on OBS because it got it set so that nothing on my Discord pops up on the main screen. That's just for everybody's privacy, which is fair enough. I actually prefer that. Let's just see if I can find Jin here real quick. Sweet ads. Oh yeah, like those ones, dude. Yeah, like that. And that's what I was saying about how it shouldn't be the focus. Like you shouldn't have to climb, like a really, really bland parkour section. Like I did them a few times, just for the sake of it. But it wasn't my focus. I play a skateboarding game to skate. It's just that simple. It's actually very, very simple. But for example, like when you think about it, like in all the skateboarding videos, I haven't done too much of it, just because I'm not that kind of guy. But in skateboarding culture, quite often you have spots that you want to get to, and you got to jump fences and stuff for it. So like that scalability, that freedom of movement, that has its place. I just don't think that trying to make this a parkour game as well was the play at all. I tell you what though, scooters and hoverboards ever make their way here, I'm done. 100% done. And hoverboards, I mean like space age, like actual hoverboard. Like when flying bikes came to GTA and like laser guns and stuff, sort of lost my intention for GTA 5, just simply because I just played it as, you know, a realistic crime simulator at the time. But yeah, if I start seeing scooter kids in this game, like, oh, that's it for old Dave, mum. Old Gecko. He's done, mate. I actually seen someone say unironically that they wanted scooters in the game. And it's like, hey man, like, look, you already get in the way at the skate parks. Like, nobody cares if you want to have a little go on your scooter, dude. Like, nobody cares. What we care about is that you don't respect other people's space and them trying to do their thing, or like just babies, like kids. You know, like in the way, getting hurt, and all of a sudden it's everyone else's fault. You know, it's like, I deal with that, you know, in real life. You know, I help out at a skate school, the local area. And, you know, like we get these scooter kids come down and like, of course, like they're kids, but like, you're not going to be mean to them, you know, like of course they're welcome. But like, it's annoying because you see the kids like working hard on their skateboarding, just some little shit just comes screaming past on their scooter, like giving you the mad dog, like they're cool. You're like, bro, don't make me crush you right now. You're only little. The big man over here, right, talking shit about scooter kids. Yeah, well, 2 years from now, man, hopefully skate style's out by then, and we'll have some more options, you know, and in skateboarding games as well. Like, I've got my eye on that one, man. Like, spoken to Zeller once or twice. I think only maybe once. You know, he's a nice guy, man. His heart's in the right place. He's trying really hard, and he's trying to please two very difficult to please demographics, and that's skateboarders, who can be extremely elitist and fussy, and, you know, have skateboarding nerds, which are a whole nother thing, you know, talking about illegal tricks and like things you can't do and things you can't wear. Like, never mind all of that, mate. It's skateboarding. It's freedom first and foremost. But then you also have gamers as well. So skateboarders and gamers, you know, that is not an easy crowd to please, man. So I hope he pulls it off. It's got potential. It really does. And then it'll just give us a bit more, just give us a few more options on the skateboarding thing. So it's why I started playing Session, Skater XL, Tony Hawk's Reforward. You know, I'm a gamer anyway, dude. Like, I've always been a game nerd. But, geez, that was pretty sick, actually. Yeah, I've always been a gaming nerd ever since Sega. Ever since I was a little kid, man. Like, probably like 3 years old, going down to the arcades with my uncle, dude. Like, you know, like, always games. But, you know, it comes a time where, you know, you sort of need to chase a bit more than what's on offer. And this game's sort of at that stage now. It's no hate, it's just the truth. You know, they just got to tighten up their focus a little bit. But unfortunately, I know I'm not the only one feeling this way. So as the money changes, that's the main thing. You know, we can say all the nice words in the world and like, and mean it too. But as people are, you know, not participating with their wallets, that's what speaks. And quite often in the corporate world, it won't result in, we'll do an unrealistic one here, that's fine. Yeah, it won't result in them changing the product. It usually involves, in corporate, them taking the toys away, packing the sad, and blaming everybody else for it and going home. And you see it all the time, dude. And that's no hate either, that's just a part of the culture. But I do sincerely hope not. Keep using session controls. Oh, the bathing suit. Oh, mate, I don't know. Like, it's kind of like I'm not religious, dude, but it's kind of like the Satan shit. But then, like, you can't say certain things or like represent the product in certain ways. It's all very, you know, one rule for me, one rule for you. Like, I don't like it. Like, it's not that I'm terribly worried about it or anything, but at the same time, I just don't think it's necessary. It's not skateboarding focused, is it? And it looks pretty rubbish too, to be fair. I'm being completely honest. You know, I had a look. I was never going to buy it, but I had a look at it on some of my. I got 2 female characters that I don't use very often. It was just in case I wanted to use them for videos and have have a reason for the female cosmetics. But yeah, the overall, I don't know, sort of vibe of that, I don't know, just struck me a bit weird, to be honest, a bit out of place. That being said, though, one of the House of the Gecko members actually did a really good job in making that bathing suit look good, and that's old Swaggy. Swaggy's got a fantastic eye for detail and photography. Swaggy knows I'll always glaze up their photo efforts as well. Completely biasly. I'll slow that down a little bit. Probably even get away with 8.5 as we slow down more. Back to 9. And we'll just flow up 9 on the rest of it. So for this one, it's still a little bit weird here, so yeah, it's a bit better. That'll do anyway. I've not mastered those ones yet. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, enough with that. Here's that bloody... Always with that one, eh? AI viewers on bloody, on Twitch. Running out of ways to tell you that I'm not interested, mate. Alright though, well, pretty happy with all of that. Tell you the absolute truth, I am fasting for a wee. That coffee needs to go through the process, so I'm going to go handle that. Have a bit of a cleanup round here, and then I think I will get into streaming either some session or some, I'm not quite sure what. First thing's a wee though, I can tell you that much. So everybody else, who's been watching. You have yourselves a good rest of the day. I did watch a little bit of UFC back in the day, mate. Yeah, check out my stream. Like I say, bro, I'm busting for a wee, and I got to shoot off. But catch me up on the next one. It'll be in about an hour's time, and I'm happy to talk some UFC with you then, brother. But yeah, thank you very much, obviously, C-Dollar, for keeping the chat alive today. I appreciate that. Slippy as well. Always good to see you, mate. Your classic one comment. I have a feeling you're watching. Big love to Tyler and Jin as well for showing up for a quick blow up. That was pretty sweet. Quick little jam. And to everybody else, you know, well, everybody actually, to be fair, you know, you take care, you stay safe out there, and we'll catch you on